Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, hello. We're here
For this.
for this, yes. Oh my gosh. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing one volume a week of Berserk.
Right.
So we're going to try and help you guys follow along with us as much as possible.
It'll be a new experience because, we haven't done something where you can't, actively just be like, oh, yes, this exact thing. And now I'm
Exactly.
watching along with you guys perfectly.
Right.
But, yeah.
The first page is basically just Guts
Hanging.
He's already lost his arm. Mm-hmm. He's beaten,
Beaten up.
cut,
Just,
bruised.
cuts all over his chest.
It's
not looking
horrible.
too good.
Yeah.
Of course, muscly like crazy. And this is the first image.
And
so,
the first image
yep.
in the manga.
yeah, so,
Guys, This is how Berserk starts.
yeah,
This
is
is how Berserk starts.
Yep.
This is cool though. It says basically here the content from page 5 to page 95 is the Black Swordsman. And then we have the Brand from 95 to 167. Then the Guardians of Desire chapter 1.
Yes.
So this is going to be way different from the anime, Jacob.
Well,
The
I mean,
first image is basically
it's
him having
kind-
sex with kind of half demon
well, yeah.
thing.
So a lady that ends up transforming into a demon.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god. What the
Yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this art.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And what blows my mind is okay, the speed at which I don't know for sure.
How about you hold it, because I'm gonna manage the mouse and kind of go through
Sure.
these things with people.
But
are getting into it
the
and
fact
stuff.
that how quickly the person would have had to make this, not just from the standpoint whether it was monthly or weekly, I'm not sure for Berserk, but either way, it's ridiculous because it's just so good. So there's the double page thing just showing all of that, and then on the next one, you fool.
Wow, he fell into my trap. Whoa.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. And then he just puts the arm in the mouth, and then distant sound effect.
Oh yeah. Well,
I wonder what he did.
Now that we know basically what that is,
Yeah,
it's glorious.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then of course he does the magnificent cape over the shoulder. Oh, and literally leaving behind the smoking wreckage of the demon as he just walks off into the night. Yeah.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Yeah, and then coming up onto the city.
Okay. So he's already the Black Swordsman.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
This is basically an expounded version of
the first
episode.
Yep.
So
Yep,
the
and
manga basically, the anime abridged it in some
Right,
ways.
and you can kind of see why they did that, because there were a lot of mysteries that they wanted to be able to have in there. Like just the fact that, demons exist, right off the bat. That would kind of take away the surprise of the demon thing later on. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then, Guts is walking by, blah, 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 people in cages.
And then someone naked.
And a knife being thrown at them.
Oh, it's a fairy.
It is a fairy. Yep, that's, yeah.
Okay, so this fairy's being mistreated. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, for that elf.
Oh, yeah, elf. Right, that's right.
Okay, so elves are fairies, basically.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe
about
they
that.
don't know what it is.
Sure, that could just be them saying that, but yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty cool, huh?
How about we switch things around? You...
I'll manage the comments and all that stuff since
Right.
I have already read this.
Yeah, so basically, guys, it seems like this whole section of Berserk is trying to give more of an origin to specifically the whole aspect of Guts being the edgy guy.
Yes.
But he's going to be going around a world where things are way crazier than just that whole side of things.
Yep. Yep. The detail they put into all the art for like the weapons and the armor and stuff is just fantastic. I mean, you know how I love armor, but yeah.
Okay, so Luna, one of our mods, is asking that we make it very clear what our spoiler standards are, and or that the mods might be a little trigger happy with anything that might look like a spoiler at first glance.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the thing.
That is definitely a thing. So let me basically kind of make it clear and stuff. I haven't seen specifically the spot where I put things into like the description of kind of things there. So okay, so what we deem as a spoiler is basically anything correlating to the manga that we haven't read yet.
Even if it's subtle, even if it's hidden,
even if it's a hint,
even
if it's saying, "Oh, I can't wait till you get to page this or volume 12 or whatever."
Right. Any kind of like even out of context proper nouns or anything like just,
right. It's getting purged.
None of that.
Basically, one of the exciting things that we wanted to do with Twitch was to get back into the comments, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So we are like, yes, we get to interact with you guys and stuff. But if you have any kind of things that you're wanting to discuss with us, you have to make sure that it's regarding things that we've already read. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be going over things, I would say, on a bit-by-bit detail. This is a big volume, by the way. There's a lot of stuff to here.
Yeah.
Thick boy. All right, so let's keep going here.
Okay. Yeah.
So Guts is getting things fixed for his crossbow bit here. And
they just got to show off that he does in fact have a repeating crossbow. With,
I know, it's
a
so
magazine
legit.
And everything. Yeah. And of course, this little elf has spunk and
is a lot of spunk, despite being
tortured
and probably about to die. Yep. And nope.
Yep,
rip this guy.
Well, and one
bolt
of the other,
through the head.
Oh yeah, and one of the
crap.
other things that's good to bring up is that this is the same character design as the guy that was the guys that Guts killed in the beginning of the first episode that were molesting the girl and the grandpa and all that.
So they switched it up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And basically because they didn't want to have, an elf in the very beginning of the story.
Fairy thing in the very
exactly.
beginning.
Yeah.
So he uses a repeating crossbow, kills them all.
Yep.
At least most of them.
Basically.
And then one guy basically notices all this and he's just like, what?
And then it's
Guts is just casually reloading.
Body shot, Guts just reloading with his super, all the light effects and stuff on the armor. It could have been just flat
so
colors,
good.
but no.
Yeah.
Because black, if you think about it, especially in a black and white medium like this, could end up just being a very uncreative color that is sort of just a way to cover up for the fact that, you don't want to do a lot of work. But no, there's work that's put into this.
Yeah. So, Guts actually speaks, I think, for the first time here, other than actual humans, and basically is just like, all right, so this is who you are.
Miura published his first manga when he was 10.
Guys, you. Wait, hold on.
That makes
you
a
can't
lot
be
of
serious.
sense, actually.
Wait,
because this
Miura
stuff is gorgeous.
Got this
no, not this.
Oh, okay.
Just his first manga.
Okay.
That is insane.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All right. Make sure not to go down too much, Jacob.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Yep.
All right. So this is the part in the anime where he's talking about the black swordsman. He's basically saying, tell Griffith essentially.
Right, exactly.
I'm coming.
And that first shot
of the sword.
Boom. And it's like, oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's a multi-page panel of him cleaving a guy totally in half, crunching the floorboards beneath with his sword
just
strike.
Absolute destruction.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And basically sent the top half of the guy just off into the crowd of people looking on in this tavern.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was much too big to be called a sword. Yeah, basically.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Massive,
clang.
Thick.
Yeah. All right, so the fairy thing freaks out and wants to follow him.
Right.
Like you saved me, basically.
Exactly.
Why haven't you gotten to like what I need to talk with you here.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the thing though. Guts in this time, I'll bet you he's not that interested in saving people.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's more about like I'm sorry. I don't have my heart anywhere.
Yeah, like and that's one of the things that I love about this, because like having the context, like I can imagine how it was for characterizing Guts, not knowing all of the backstory stuff, but knowing the backstory stuff and then coming to this, it's like, oh yeah, totally makes sense. Like,
okay, so this little elf thing is named Puck.
Yep.
Nice to meet ya. And now he just dumps his backstory on Guts without Guts like even caring
asking or anything.
This is amazing.
Oh yeah, I like when I first read this, I was just like,
see the rule of cool. Mira is the king of the rule of cool.
Yep.
That is a great way to put it. Learn your
Griffith
sin.
did nothing wrong. Shame on you. But yeah, like the contrast, the immediate contrast that they set up between these like two characters of just Guts being like, brooding and doing a very good job of it, and then Puck just prattling on and on and on and on.
Puck is just chatting, and the thing is, he's giving some good exposition. But if you got this exposition from the main character's like inner monologue or something, that would dull down the rule of cool.
Absolutely.
So then he flicks Puck in the butt. And Puck's just like, yo, what's your deal, bro? Why you so edgy, man? Like, calm down. Oh man. Oh my god. And then he just walks outside and suddenly they're surrounded. And the thing is, we know what Guts has done to 100 men before.
Exactly. But it's just the idea of like the fact that Guts is that like wanted, that it's just like he walks outside and suddenly, oh yeah, there's a small army or not so small army waiting for you.
Right.
And then
okay. And then we cut, and he's already been captured.
And tortured, and
Wait, so this is a cut from that scene directly, linearly. This isn't towards the past in any way, is it?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so those men, he didn't put up a fight against.
Yeah, or they were able to capture him, which is potentially even more terrifying.
Right, because he just dealt with an apostle previously, or the equivalent of some kind of demon thing.
Well, yes. Granted, he got a surprise attack.
That's true.
Wait, he was unarmed.
Hold on. That scene has to be out of context because he was going to be having sex with her.
He was having sex.
He was having sex with her, and then she transformed.
Yeah,
but he knew she was going to transform.
No, he probably didn't.
Oh, he didn't.
I get the feeling he didn't. And I guess I don't know if that would technically make her an apostle.
I would think that would make her like Zod.
Possibly,
someone that has an alternate form that's hiding amongst the humans.
Right, but then of course it's like, man, that went down pretty easily actually, all things considered, because even the snake thing at the beginning, it's like,
let's see what people's audio's not glitchy. What's up with it today? We'll end up double checking this.
Yeah, maybe is it possible the stream loads a bit too much?
No, we've actually gotten things out of the way with regards to
gotcha.
With regards to that. So what it might be is basically that
feeling like a 10-year-old
make yourself as comfortable as possible. You don't have to read the chat section all the time. I appreciate that, Soul Stack. Yeah.
Thank you.
Try reading some of the text on each page to help people keep track of what page you're on. We did make a mistake and forget to tell you what page we're on.
There aren't page numbers, unfortunately.
Not page numbers.
That does make it a little bit more difficult.
That is a little bit difficult.
We'll try and give you like page like
descriptions.
Yeah, descriptions. So like it just caught up to the right-hand page is the first one that shows Guts hanging there.
Guts is hanging there, cut up and broken and stuff. So Jacob, what he's basically saying, like, let's focus on this and then return back for a little bit there.
Sure.
So
okay. So the torturers, of course, enjoying it.
Torturers chiding Guts, basically just wondering why you're so quiet. And then some important people come in.
Guts spits blood on him. That, of course, makes him upset. But yeah, then
some old and religious looking guy.
Right, and that's actually the dude from the first episode. The same character design as the dude of the town or whatever.
The mayor, basically.
Yeah, I think that's what
who they described him in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they show all his weapons.
Yeah.
Enough weapons to start his own war, crazy bastard. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're sort of talking up Guts indirectly, like, oh, all the crazy things you've done,
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wait. Oh. So basically insinuating that the guards are puppets.
Right.
And that they're there to keep things separate between the humans and the apostles.
Right, because then on this page it shows the snack guy for the first time in his armor and on his horse and everything. And
this is kind of a cool way to build it up, because in the anime we're suddenly introduced to the idea of there being some kind of monster hybrids, and Guts is just there to kill one. So now we're here, and it's like, no, you don't understand. The humans are being subjected to the rule of this thing,
and they're just trying to
keep maintain a semblance of sanity.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And say the same that he can't build.
And of course, Guts has awesome back muscles, which is displayed prominently while he is hanging there.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
This is another thing that's really cool, is that we know this story is going to be dark based on the protagonist that we have a viewpoint of.
And just everything that's happened so far.
But also this idea of people making deals already. Like early on, the mayor made a deal with a being of higher power to basically
spare the city,
guarantee something about their future, which is building up already. The foreshadowing of the future. So good stuff, Miura. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So now they are commencing to torture Guts.
Yeah.
Good grief. They're branding him. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they're already branding him, guys. This is crazy. Someone is saying, can we address the audio before we move too far forward? So let's get back to going this. We're in the torturing bit here.
Right.
And
the mayor had some heart trouble at Guts' accusations.
Yes. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they're headed over to the castle. And they're going to talk to the apostle.
Yes. Ooh.
What's that?
Oh, I just thought of something. If we had like a little clicker for every time we turned the page or something like that.
Oh, that could be that would be a good thing maybe for next time and stuff.
Yeah. But okay, so then we are finally introduced to Sir Snake.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny how they all kind of know that it's Guts, but they're not like sure. They're like, is it him perhaps?
Yes.
And that's kind of terrifying also, because they know that it's Guts people.
Yeah.
See him eating food and stuff. You're like,
what is that exactly that he's eating? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit.
And then on this page here they show the ear.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh.
The art in this really is so good, though.
The big halberd that he had, I really forgot that's how.
Oh yeah.
That's how ridiculously big proportioned it is.
Yep.
Wow. All I wish to see are humans within a fiery apocalypse trying to escape. Wow.
Yep.
So this is basically the epitome of pure evil that they're trying to showcase.
Right, or at least from what we've seen so far.
Yes.
Yep.
And with regards to, what's coming up here, we know that Guts is going to have to encounter this individual. Oh man! And now Guts is in some kind of dreamscape here.
Yeah.
Looking at some kind of fetus, baby, monstrosity, demon thing. Oh, and this is the thing that this is one of those things that talked to him when he was in prison in the anime.
Yes, but was that Griffith?
Oh, that was Griffith. I
think that might have been Griffith.
That was Griffith. Yeah. Oh man. And then Puck comes in all of a sudden,
Yep.
just like, what?
Yep.
Oh,
For
man.
like Puck, at first I thought I wasn't gonna like him, you know, because I'm like, oh no, it's not like it clashes with the whole like style and everything, but his personality is a good breath of fresh air and levity for all the craziness that happens.
Yeah, we can't show the.
Yeah, we can't like read the text out loud because copyright stuff, other than like little clips. Bum, bum, bum,
Yeah. Yeah, Guts. Yeah, Puck is basically coming in being like, bro, what happened? And apparently he owes some kind of life debt to Guts. Oh. And this is bringing up this whole thing with Guts and how he's been traumatized and stuff.
Yep.
Possibly in more ways than one, because I'm guessing that in the anime they can be a little bit more explicit. But
Well, they didn't at all establish that
I
at
meant
the very
in
beginning.
I meant in the manga they can be more explicit. And he's like, don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me.
Yep.
Holy crap.
All right.
Yeah,
let's give it a shot.
We're on page 45 right now. All right,
Yeah.
so we're going to give it a shot real quick.
See if we can get this squared away.
Yep. We shall be doing that real quick. All right. See you guys real quick again.
So, should we get back into Berserk?
Berserker.
Bazaka.
Bazaka.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of you left for the technical difficulties and stuff, but
And we are on page 44.
yes, we are on page 44. Puck is not cool about Guts randomly lashing out and getting scared and stuff. But then Puck starts to touch him in a kind of a lovingly, kind of reassuring way.
But Guts does not like
But
to be
Guts-
touched by other people.
Yes, Guts has dealt with some stuff in the past.
Page
it seems
turn.
like.
So this
page
would be
turn, page
46
45 or
46, because 45,
46. You're right.
44, 45. Yeah. They don't
we
always
have,
have the page numbers because art, but
We
you
have
know,
Puck releasing some kind of
some Puck
energy.
pheromones or
Yeah.
magical energy or whatever. Yeah.
So is he healing? Yeah, he's healing Guts,
Yep.
and he can even influence people's emotions. Whoa!
We can even make people happy. Guts might be, a tough cookie though.
But the funny thing about Puck is that he's like, well, that's at least what we're supposed to be able to do before my leader died. So, yep, do another page turn here. We are on to page 47, I believe.
Or 48,
48.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally get to know Guts' name.
Yes, it is Guts.
Yep.
Guts. Yeah.
Oh, what's that thing on your neck?
Is that a crest or something? Oh, not exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's a brand.
We see the brand.
It's the brand.
The brand. Yeah.
And Puck's like, questions, just like the reader. And Guts is like, yeah, I'm not going to answer those questions for you, man. Like, let's be real.
We
here.
we can tell the audience later.
Yeah.
But yes, Puck is butt naked. Not that should be much of a surprise given the first page of this manga.
Yep.
But yeah.
Guts is just going to burn everything. Okay. Oh my gosh. Whoa. This shot, this page, so I guess we're on page like 50 here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can extrapolate what page. No, the art covers everything where the page number would be, so we don't end up getting exactly
it's like
what things are.
It's
here.
a give and take relationship because on the one hand you want to know what page you're on, but on the other hand the art is amazing.
But
the part where Guts is basically just lying there like with his mechanical arm and talking about how he wants
he's
to
on some kind of a bed and
kill
there's the brick
Griffith.
wall and stuff.
Yeah,
and this is kind of an interesting part that he doesn't
prison.
really care about how other people could be hurt in this whole thing here.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, no page numbers. But yeah, oh man, like like that whole like shading thing of like all the little black lines like next to each other and stuff. It's done so well in this. And I don't know how to draw.
And this is a
like-
cool way for Guts to share his emotion without actually sharing his emotion.
Yeah.
Because Puck feels it, so we are then told and shown
Exactly.
how Puck's experience of the emotion is. So,
Brand, do you mean Hunter's Mark? Yeah. Is that a Dark Souls reference? Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking if there's ever any numbered page here, but we're now having Puck basically experiencing Guts' emotions of rage, sadness, and fear.
This is probably around 52 or 54.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. What about when you saved? Oh, and then Guts laughs. What the heck? Guts laughing is so unnerving.
Yeah.
It's like, why would I save you? He calls him a bug. What the heck?
Yep. And then, of course, Puck promptly rams him in the chin.
Yes.
Gives
Puck's
him that
very
teary-eyed
disappointed.
face.
It's like,
Why would you say that?
Bugger off, then I'm out of here.
Yeah, Puck just flies away.
I don't have to deal with your yeah.
But Puck throws in the keys.
Whoa, he does, but also Guts scratches himself through the shoulder at that same spot in the way that Griffith did at the lake in the past. And the funny thing is that
Guts didn't
see that. So this isn't him mimicking that. This is just the same kind of, I would say, self-hatred and
it's showing those
pain that
parallels
he's
before
feeling.
Griffith has even been introduced. Yeah.
Oh, I've been waiting for you. Oh, crap. There's something... Yeah, there's something
Puck
creepy
flies
going
out and
on
he
here.
sees that looks like the city's on fire.
Oh. And was that Guts that did that? Or is this
No.
is this what...
This is first episode stuff, how the dude said basically just go out and kill everything.
Right, because they have to stop the Black Swordsman, I guess.
Oh, yeah, and the dust that Judo gave Guts, the magical dust, from an elf. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so we have the writers. We have a big shot here of all the writers basically coming in to slaughter the civilians and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then, yep. Here he
Crazy
goes.
Snick.
Yep. Drinking the blood of children.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Of killed babies. Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, he's really intimidating with that Sneck mask. Like,
Well, and the
it's
freaking
intense.
halberd. Like,
Yeah, the
that's-
halberd is pretty rough as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Judo gave the dust to Casca.
Yep.
And
Oh my god.
then that shot of Guts.
Just
with
Guts.
the-
Just
And they still haven't shown us
Wow.
another page number. We're sorry. This is
Yeah.
probably around 60. But just blacked out face.
Yeah,
with
just
amazing
going through
detail
corpses
on
and
his
stuff.
armor and everything with one just white eye.
coming through.
Yeah.
It's really making him look like the beast that you know he is going berserk.
Yep.
And now he's just utilizing his OP rapid fire crossbow arm attachment to just slaughter them. And now we get into the battle. Okay.
Yeah.
We have the knights charging, arrows flying, Guts raging.
Like-
I will not to rage. And
here's the thing. The amount
brings
of...
out his sword and cleaves a horse's head off.
And the dude behind the horse. The dude riding the horse.
And the
He cleaves
dude
the
behind
horse's
the
head
horse.
off and cuts the dude riding
In
the horse
half.
in half. Like, the fact that these are essentially mooks at this point, if you think about it in a story perspective, but Miura is still going into so much detail about showing all of them and how they're fighting, how they're dying, and everything. It's
Oh,
yeah.
Now we have that ominous square off of the Black Swordsman and the Apostle.
Yep.
On the right. Yep. So you're the Black Swordsman, the one who's been hunting us apostles. It's really interesting to think about how Guts is the hunter in this case.
Yep.
So they haven't been hunting him.
No.
That's something that I keep forgetting was that
Yeah.
he's the aggressor in this case.
Yep.
Which is weird
because
because they're aggressors on humanity.
Right, but
the
he's
thing is
probably
that there's not
beneath their
that
notice.
Right, but there's not that many of them. So,
Yep.
it's crazy. He's going to reload his crossbow here.
Because this is one of the things that I really appreciate.
Oh, this is so good.
Guts has such a massive sword, right? He can crush anything, but they still keep up the fact that range is always better.
Yes, it is.
So
then he just unloads tons
Yep.
of bolts into this
a
guy.
whole magazine into the guy.
Yep.
Yep.
And it does almost nothing. Oh wait, no. It actually knocks him off because he's still in his smaller form.
Yes, he's a small snack.
He's a small snack at the moment.
Yeah.
Here. But now we have the menacing sound effects at the top here.
Because he fell off his horse.
Yeah.
But
he stood back up.
Yeah.
And he just unloads more bolts into him. Mm-hmm. Guts is really confident.
And he's also not getting too close.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
love how they show that he's basically being like smart about this. He's like, okay, I'll still fight him from back here.
But that doesn't matter. He transforms.
Yep. Snake tail comes out.
Snake tail goes out
whack.
and. Ay.
And like,
guys, oh my gosh.
Like,
the
I love
imagery in this is so good.
Oh,
like
yeah,
just
yeah.
the shadows, just the fact that they'll go into this much detail just to describe the shadows.
Oh, and page 74 and 75, that's where we're at. We finally got
we are at page
number.
74. Yep.
Yeah.
Page 74 right here.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Guys, this is ridiculous. And this is stuff that we have now basically seen in the anime.
Yeah, but they were mentioning, like, imagine how tough it must be to actually adapt this. Like in the 97 version, they did their best, you know, and it was good for its time and all that stuff. But you know, it's like, okay, but adapting this, like,
oh my gosh,
yeah,
wow.
And I love how, like, it shows Guts just going ham for so long.
Whoa!
And then just one hit and he's down. Yeah.
Okay, so this is page 76. I'm gonna now just keep track.
Yeah.
On page 76, we see the entire bared form of the
snake.
apostle, the snake
With
apostle.
all, like, the scales and everything, like...
We never got this great of a picture in the anime.
And they even show, like, the ruins of the brick, like, wall behind it. You know, it's not like it's just a blank background. It's like... Yeah, it's
So there's the head inside the snake.
Right,
is
inside
also
the mouth, which is
freaky,
just
terrifying.
disgusting.
Probably where the behelit is, tied to and stuff. Like in the head, like it's a
No. The behelits are things that the people have.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
mean, well, or right. If these things come from people hatching because of the behelits,
right?
Then I think the behelit would be gone at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not sure.
All right, so they
the art gets better as we read.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So now this thing is raging on just everything.
And like, okay, I understand having all that detail for the one image where you show it for the first time,
but
right?
every single time we see it now.
time it's in all that detail. And okay, and what page are we on?
So this would be
that was
76, 77, 78. We're on 78 right now.
Yeah. 78 and 79. Yep. It's just...
And Guts is just getting destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Like, because bludgeoning damage is actually a thing that exists.
Actually terrifying.
You can damage somebody without actually cutting them. That's one of those things where it's
page
like...
79 now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Guts is now been punctured a little bit.
Puck is just freaking out.
Puck is freaking out. Yeah, so this would be page 80.
Well, but 2 pages per thing.
Yeah, but this one, page 80.
Gotcha.
Right? 78, 79, 80.
Okay.
And this is a good point. Guts is really strong, but this is something that they bring up in the anime is that Guts isn't invulnerable.
Right.
He can dish it out.
But
yeah,
and he's really tough.
Yeah, he's really, really tough. And now it's looking like it's going to eat him.
Yep.
And commenting on how you all are food. And this is when Guts pulls the string
with his
arm
teeth
and reveals the cannon that he destroyed.
Explosion!
The creepy apostle in the beginning.
Yeah.
And just blows half of the head of this thing off.
Yep.
That shot.
Puck is surprised. The attack is super effective.
Yes, this would be page 82, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And I like that instead of just going for the explosion with everything in there, they just went for white just to clear everything out.
Yep, just the flash.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
And by the way, guys, play nice with the mods. We so appreciate what they're doing. It is a huge help.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Oh no, it was
the art gets better.
Yeah,
Been building my collection lately. Have 10 volumes so far. Can't wait to read along the ones I have. Oh, that's awesome, Austin.
Yes, my head is very shiny.
Shiny Jacob head.
But yeah, the amount of detail in this manga is just too damn high.
All right, so then this thing is melting slagged, corpseified mess, and it's screaming in pain,
and they're like
making
showing the
menacing sounds and stuff. Oh my gosh. And then they basically just decide, let's have a full 2-page panel
of just Guts bringing
just
his big
his
ducking
big
sword
sword
around and just decapitating the thing.
Oh, it's so dead. Good grief.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like that they have a bit of the panel just
With
to
Guts'
focus
face.
on Guts' face with the blood
then,
and
like,
his canines just...
But like the detail that goes into every time they show Guts.
Yeah.
And the guts of the demon.
Yep, there's all the guts and intestines.
And
then Puck yells, "Guts!" Because guts everywhere.
And Guts promptly, of
intestines.
course, falls over right afterwards because he got beaten into a pulp.
Basically. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And now we're getting into Guts basically having the adrenaline wearing off here, and he's just like, oh, yep, and they're like, it's still alive. Oh, man.
Yep.
So and it's begging, like, for him to stop, and then he stomps on its head.
And just
starts shooting into it.
Yep.
Oh.
Like, as far as a way to introduce a main character, like, because, okay, the archetype of Guts and the whole style, because, I mean, he's been ripped off so many times, so often it descends into, like, edginess and all that stuff. But, like,
Guts is now starting to monologue here, and he is enjoying this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the whole thing of humans struggling and, you know, their weakness.
Right. It's the aspect of, like, oh, man, there's so much, like good stuff to what he's saying, but at the same time, it's like, oh, no, this guy's got some problems. Like, yeah.
Wait a minute. It's recognizing the brand, and then it says the God Hand.
Yeah.
Where are they? Oh, wow. Wait a minute. So it recognized the brand, and then Guts is then interrogating it about the God Hand. So now this is basically, this has turned into a torture scene. This is some Jack Bauer shenanigans here. He's going to be like, no, you tell me where they are. And it's begging for it to just like stop. It's like, I don't know. Where are they?
But Guts doesn't really exactly have...
doesn't believe it.
Nope.
Whoa. Take your time and savor it as your body is slowly burned to ashes.
And then the building collapses, burning on top of the thing.
Oh,
and
it's still alive.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. Oh my god. And this is the thing. Puck feels this.
Oh yeah. The emotions from both of them. And Guts is not turning around. He's just, cool guys don't look at explosions. And he's just walking off with his big ducking sword while everything else is in flames. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So
and then Puck says, Berserk.
Yeah.
Like,
the roll credits.
Yeah.
So we have now ended the Black Swordsman portion.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a good chunk right there, guys. Like, this is fantastic. Can you imagine getting this and then trying to wait? Like, for more? That would be nuts.
Ridiculous. Like, and the idea of, like, looking forward to this every week, and, like, the fact that now, okay, it's like, the fact that it's not.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know how you guys put up with the hiatus, because it's probably going to suck when we finally finish this, because, too big to be called a sword, indeed. Yeah. Oh.
Unless I missed you saying you turned it off, are you aware that the stream delay is gone? No. I didn't know that it was gone, but the thing is that we're not reading the
the
live comments because of you guys giving time for spoilers.
Just to give you guys some time, because I think the max delay
we're gonna have to keep things testing and iterations and stuff.
Thanks for
letting us know.
And again,
I appreciate you
all
guys and the mods
for helping us out with this. Yeah, it means so much. Because
realizing it's kind of pointless to say the page numbers if it's not on the page, since we don't have the numbers either. So we're going to be starting the next section of things, which I believe is the brand section of the first volume.
Right. So we're at the one where it ended. The Black Swordsman has the first bit of, like, super awesome high detailed shadow and shading and all that stuff for the next bit.
Oh, this is the part in the anime where he's being haunted.
Right, when he's asleep and all that stuff, and the ghosts and everything. Yeah, that double page thing is amazing.
Ooh.
Yep.
And
then
very, very detailed, kind of different art for Puck there.
Yep. Yep.
And Puck is communicating with a dove or something.
Yeah. He has a dove give him a ride somewhere, which is funny because
maybe wolves ate him or something.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so we're at page 100 now. Oh, and then Puck found Guts. All right, cool. It's just like
You again.
Oh man.
And Guts grabbing him by his wings. It's like, that's so mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calling him a bug and stuff.
It's like, ugh.
Oh, that's funny. Saying this monster stuff. It's like all in the myths and epic poems, but it's real, you know. So that's pretty meta, you know.
Yep.
All right, getting into page 102. Oh, so yeah, at this point, I guess Guts has experienced elves before. So that's going to be something new. The anime, he hadn't had any experience with elves.
Maybe the one from that was shown that
He wasn't there at the time.
Right, but maybe
That was
that's
with
one
the
of the
Band of the
changes. Like maybe that elf,
Sure.
or
maybe
the
this
circumstances
is
around
so
it were a bit different.
Right, or maybe this is so far ahead past
That
the eclipse.
He's
that,
dealt with elves since then, kind of a thing. Yeah.
Oh, basically, Guts has now become that stereotypical protagonist where he only respects strength.
Right. Understandably so, given his,
Right,
past
because
and all that stuff.
if he relies on weakness, it just brings him pain.
Right.
At this moment. The thing is that if you were to look at his character independently of the context that we know of from the anime, I could see people seeing this guy and being like, wow, this guy's really edgy. Like, he has a lot of issues and stuff.
Yep.
And
he does. But the fact that he has issues and they are real issues, that's one of the things that I think is really important for taking something that would otherwise be edgy.
It's like a faded piece of art.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's got
lightning.
The storm and the lightning and everything.
But it's like, is that supposed to be a hand?
I have
man.
no idea. But
so we're on page 104 now.
Yeah.
105.
Because there was the 103
Guts
part.
is traveling in the rain.
Yep.
He ends up getting picked up by a wagon.
Yep.
Story's starting to pick up along here. 106. Gotcha. He's trying to stay alone, here and stuff. Mm-hmm. And he also doesn't want to bring other people into this. Whoa. And he's just straight up saying, like, I'm cursed. Like, I'm being
evil
followed.
Spirits are after me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
And, of course, they laugh it off and are like, haha, that's funny.
But I have God on my side. No need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Now we go into page 108.
Yep.
Oh, man. He really is being pursued.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
that shot with all the trees and all just the glowing eyes.
Creepy.
Like, watching, and one of the things that I think is amazing
gosh.
about this, too, is like, okay, we have all this perspective because we've seen the 97 anime. But for people that hadn't, right?
Yeah.
And we're up to 110 now?
We're up to 110 now, yeah.
They wouldn't have seen that. So all this stuff would basically be them, Mura introducing the audience to the world, to Guts as a character, to just the fact that all these things exist and the like. Like, it's
awesome.
I just think that's pretty incredible because
we're up to 112
it keeps the mystery of everything. And
he has joined their group in the wagon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They mentioned live by the sword, die by the sword.
They mentioned, like, you could cut a horse in half. It looks like you could cut a horse in half with that thing. It's like, yeah, I've done that. Yeah. And, like, saying he uses it for cooking. Like, just imagine, like, if you have a slab of steel that big, you just turn it over, light a fire under it, like, scramble some eggs on it.
Oh. I wonder if this is a reference to someone potentially from the Band of the Hawk. 5 years ago, he lost his life in the battlefield. Just some lowly soldier with no name.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and also, this is that's the grandpa character from the first episode. It's the same design.
Forge guy?
No. The person that he ended up saving.
He ended up saving, gotcha.
It's like they'll still use the character designs and stuff, even if the characters themselves aren't used in the same way as they were originally, because they have to change the story and stuff.
Yeah, we're up to 115 now. Guts is going to get some sleep. And the little girl's trying to be nice and putting a blanket over him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sweet. Mm-hmm. and the Puck and the little girl are bonding. They're like just so wholesome and cute.
We do not have sub buttons or anything like that yet because there's all sorts of process that needs to be happening for for things of that sort.
Yeah, we don't have any donations or subs made available yet. We are still figuring that whole thing out.
Because
the main thing,
the whole Twitch month thing and all that.
Right. We're mainly working towards, getting affiliate and or partner. But a follow will be appreciated.
Yes.
Thank you so much. If you have tips or anything with regards to Twitch, let us know in chat.
Yeah.
And people pass along to us.
Page number is 116 now.
Yeah, and 117 now.
And in
He's
117,
in some kind of nightmarish canyon with an eye looking down on him, and he's
two
naked.
He doesn't have his big ducking sword.
This is really good. Like as far as just showing this guy's psychological messed up thing, and then having the shadow,
the physical and mental struggle. Oh yeah, and the shadow, like the fact that it's all just
harrowing and like a monster and stuff.
Yeah,
we're up to page 120.
Yeah, and then it's like
stepping on bolts of arrows.
There's arrows just sticking out of the ground everywhere now. It's like, wow, this guy just can't catch a break.
This is rough.
Like even while he's asleep.
Goop monster.
Yeah.
Oh, and now it's some kind of tentacle squid nasty thing.
And then he wakes up. And it's there.
And he wakes up and it's actually there?
Yep.
Oh my god!
He's in his armor and everything now.
Whoa! Dude!
Yeah.
This thing is freaking out trying to get to eat his face off. What the hell?
Yep.
Okay, is it dead? It looks like it's dead. Looks like he's just squished it. But what's all this stuff on it? Is that its blood?
Who knows? It could be its blood. Just general muck and goo.
So this is actually
Feeding
a world-building
fear,
thing.
Nightmares.
This is something that
Incubus.
they give a name to it, and it's not an apostle.
Right.
So
type of creature. Yeah.
Yeah, specific type of creature. Okay, so basically...
Yeah, and then he tells them and the audience that the brand draws him up.
Yeah, we're on page 127 now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're born of the mixed blood and sexual fluids of those who died filled with hatred and malice.
Yeah, it's like,
holy
wow, that's
crap.
Okay, all right.
Okay, yeah, this is dark. So the horses then start to freak out.
Naturally.
Yep. Oh my gosh. And then rip the little girl.
Yeah, Yeah.
She's impaled by some kind of spike from a skeleton coming underground.
Just because, she steps
out
of the wagon.
Now we have reanimated skeletons in the forest by
the
dozen coming
and
to them.
fog. Like, okay, the fact that this is in black and white medium and he's able to make fog, like very definite white fog that's all misty and stuff and shrouding things while having stuff behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So now we're on page 132. And
yep.
And now it looks like these are basically dead people that were reanimated by Guts' basically coming near here.
Right.
It's to showcase, I think, that because he's now starting to kill a lot of these things because they are dying, it seems. Oh wait, we can't kill something that's already dead. Oh, okay, yeah, let's
they
be
don't die
logical
when they're
here.
killed. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get killed comes with the territory.
Yeah.
On some level, you wonder whether or not he actually enjoys the struggle.
Sure, because that's the
way that he can release his anger and his wrath.
It's the way to release his anger and his wrath. It's the way to know he's still alive.
This shot of all the.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So it's page 136.
Yeah, 136. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's just like
carving up skeletons
crap.
with his sword.
And the whole idea of skeletons. That's a lot of little bones and stuff. That's a lot of detail. That's a lot of lines. And this other shot where it's just you see all these skeletons in the smoke with the glowing eyes and crap and whatnot, and it's just
he's still just carving them up. It's like the 100.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm used to this, and Puck is just like, oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, we're up to page 142. Puck is freaking out because the old man is probably dead by now.
Probably.
Yep, there he's dead. There's his head, decapitated.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, and the girl has been...
Yep, the
girl has been
raised,
reanimated
reanimated.
And carving zombie, and she killed her father.
Yeah.
Of course. This is grimdark. This is
darkness imprisoning me.
All that I see.
Yep. And then, of course, give another shot of Guts just standing there looking awesome in his armor.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of stolen his desire to keep going. Oh, geez, and then the girl actually stabs him. We're on page 148. And he doesn't seem to feel it.
Yeah, it doesn't go that deep because of his armor.
And
It
he
looks
just
like
hacks her in half.
Yep.
One
like that's
swipe.
That's
just a
just
soundless,
rough.
a soundless swipe. And then
Yeah, and Puck is of course just seeing all
Just
of this
in
horrific
pain.
things happen and just
and now the zombies go nuts.
Yeah.
He's going crazy. Just this is Berserk. He's just ugh.
For every once in a while showing a panel, we're just not going to do that because we don't want to risk it. It could get us into copyright trouble. Yeah, and we want to make sure we're on the up and up about that. And then,
Oh my gosh.
but if we did, we would show this one because,
Wow.
2 pages, Guts just standing there, just jumping through the air, skeletons getting shattered and going everywhere. But of course, there's
He's in the
dozens of
forest.
them. He's in the forest. With the classic thing of his face being like all blacked out except for the one eye. That's right, because I think at this point he would have just one eye now, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, now the light comes out from page 157, and all the ghosts essentially return to their
and it's like that
to their
that,
resting place or something.
And that's just so rough because like the idea that it's like Guts was just he was up all night, because of course.
What the heck? So we're on page 159, and Guts busts out laughing as
When Puck
Puck
says
saying
it's
it's
not your fault.
So yeah, he's broken. That's the kind of thing of where his psycho side essentially just drops out for a second.
Because like how can you maintain any semblance of sanity when all the crazy stuff happens to you like has happened to Guts? And this is
Jeez.
like one of the big things if you want to have someone with like a truly like tragic backstory kind of a thing on the level or anywhere near the level of what Guts has.
If you're
show
always
that
worried about crushing the ants beneath you, you won't be able to walk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dark.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Now you can like the way they use these little speech bubbles that don't have solid lines around them to showcase the
That it's just sort of
haunting in
coming
his
from
head.
everywhere and all that stuff.
But Puck can hear it.
Yep.
So is this story probably going to be a thing of where, because it's saying as long as you have the brand, you're never going to be free. Will he eventually find some way to get rid of the brand?
Maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah. This is one of those things where it's like you almost don't want Guts to kill Griffith or anything. You just want him to find a place where he can have some peace.
All right, that's the end of the brand section. We're headed into the final section here. Just a small little blip here.
Yeah,
and then
okay,
we'll
so
be
this was-
able to be.
Yeah, I get the feeling this was every month because like there's no way those 2 chapters were done week to week. Like that'd just be
No,
ridiculous.
definitely not.
Especially with the level of like detail in the art and stuff.
All right, what's going on in chat and stuff?
Clang. Yeah, okay, because imagine something as epic as all of this.
Yeah.
Done in god-awful 3D CG, right? With just frying pan sound effects.
Clang, 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 clang.
Oh,
No. Can you
wouldn't wish
imagine
that on
though?
your worst enemy.
Yeah, can you imagine though a Madhouse proper adaptation of Berserk?
It would look pretty awesome.
really,
it could be
high
pretty
level,
awesome. Yeah.
Bit there. Oh man. So we're on page 167 now, y'all.
Yeah. Guts feels like he is forever on 1 HP while fighting. Yeah, pretty much. Guts does need a
Oh,
hug.
jeez. So this is some kind of inquisition executing someone for making a pact with the devil. And
Just
just killed this person.
head chopped
dead.
off.
Oh wait, is this one of the God Hand potentially?
That is a different design.
Okay. So they've killed 5 for heretic level stuff here. Oh my god, this obese, like, really, like, just disgusting, like, demon-looking thing just sitting there, having the humans kill each other, probably for its own entertainment.
Yeah, and then and all of this is of course in like super awesome detail shaded like art. It's fantastic. We're on 172 and 73 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Guts shows up,
and picks up the head.
picks up the head of the fallen woman.
Yep.
Wow. just because he picked it up and acknowledged the fallen one.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, guts. Dang.
And then he throws it up
at the pavilion where the fat, nasty demon guy is.
Mm-hmm. And the demon guy just catches it.
Like it's nothing.
Right.
Oh, and then Guts just applies a fist into the face.
Okay, so you know how I love armor.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've always wanted to see with armor, and this might sound a little gross, but I've always wanted to see someone with armor is up against people that don't have armor, and they just punch. You know, because the idea is that like that humans are squishy creatures.
Yes.
And metal is hard, and heavy. So, you know,
we're on page 176, Lunar. Yeah. Sorry, we'll slow down a little bit. So going to page 177 now. He's punched the guy. Mm-hmm. The guy in the
pavilion thing with the dragon background is still looking at the head.
Yeah, and then he realizes that there was a brand on the forehead of the woman that had her head cut off.
Oh.
Whoa. Dang. And now,
and then Guts reveals the brand and does the blood like
trail,
you're dead, like that.
Oh, and then he just brings it all the way across.
Yeah, it's like
or actually more
totally
like
not
this.
rule of cool at all.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh! So we're on page 180 now.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, the art
the
in
black
this is
swordsman.
just so gorgeous. Yeah. And then
the big guy just takes and crunches the head.
And it's like, okay, if you didn't get the idea that this thing is a demon thing, then you do now because it went all mountain on.
So
the head. Yeah.
I guess Guts leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Guts runs away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we see a small person in the shadows.
Yes, this is dark. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on page 184 now, and Guts rounds a corner,
and
a bunch of armored knights.
Yep, full plate, just swords drawn.
So if you surrender, your life is forfeit. What do you think is going to happen to these guys? Page 186. Well, they're all dead. Just cut in half. Two fully plate mail armored guys. One swing, they're dead.
Guts marked the head with blood before throwing it up to the dude.
Oh, nice. Thank you for telling us that.
I love it. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, it's just sending a message.
Yep. Oh, and then it shows all the guts of the people as they're cut in half, and he just keeps swinging his sword. And everyone's just like remarking on the sword.
Right.
Like, what? God, how is he wielding that?
Like, yeah.
And he's just, oh man. Seeing this animated,
but
this is page 192 we're on now. He is just carving people up, and you see the terror in the way that they're holding their weapons. Like they're not even ready to deal with this kind of thing.
It's like they try and block. No, cuts through the sword and cuts them in half and cuts their arms into pieces and like.
And then you see on this page there's an overhead shot, 193. That he's killing some of them, and the others behind them are actually like backing away. Like
they're just
I don't think this is a good idea.
We don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yep, he's slicing our armor in half. Okay, they get some crossbows out there.
Right, exactly, because it's like, okay, this is a melee guy.
Whoa! Then Puck comes in to save the day. Clutch Puck coming in with his light
solar flare.
Solar flare.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry for the
but
bit there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
This
then he
page
cuts the
196.
scaffolding down so that they fall off.
Yeah, it's like,
ugh.
Yeah, it's just
Puck looks so proud. He's like, you owe me one now.
Yeah.
Oh, and someone grabs him and hand removed.
Yep.
Puck is safe.
Now we're even.
It's
like Puck's trying to be like, the friendly person and all that stuff.
We're on page 198. Lord Zondark. What kind of a name is that?
Zondark.
See, that gives me hope for my own creations. I'll be able to come up with names like Zondark. I mean, no, let's be real. I'll never make art this good.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think I heard someone say that they thought that Berserk was unadaptable because the manga, the art is just too good. Like, you can't put that into motion.
Nowadays.
Maybe.
Nowadays.
But, like, that'd
So
be tough.
Zondark and Guts are going to get into a fight. We're on page 200. And he brings out a Warhammer, which I give him props for. It looks pretty terrifying. It's got a spike and the classic bludgeoning end on the other side.
Yep.
And actually tears up the
stone.
The coat. The stone road.
Yep.
He's even hitting his own soldiers out of the way. He swings so hard.
And not really out of the way. Like, he's
just killing them. Yeah.
This
Says,
guy's
get
just
out of my
going
way.
berserk. Yeah.
And then Guts just bends down in page 203 and lets it catch into the wall. As just like, I don't care.
Yep.
And then he lifts it up for a swing, and I think this might have been taken from the anime. The anime might have taken this about the
guy with the axe.
Boscone. Was it? No, not Boscone. Boscone was the big guy. No.
Oh, you're talking about the brother?
In the very beginning when they flash back to he's a kid and stuff.
I don't think so.
This seems very similar.
Yeah, but it does seem very similar. Just some dude in, like, massive plate armor. That's just, the plate armor's just way too big.
205 and 206. He just
this
kills
is a different
him.
Dude. Yeah,
different guy for sure. He destroys the hammer in one swing, knocks his helmet off. The guy lives from the swing though, but he's been bloodied and messed up. And it's over.
Yeah. This is on page 206.
207.
207, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Lord Zondark, no! He just kicks him.
Yeah. Blood everywhere.
Oh
and
my
some
gosh.
figure is watching from
some hooded small figure in the cellar or something.
Yeah.
And then throws some kind of a smoke bomb.
Yeah, we're on page 210 now.
Yep.
Yeah.
The person watching them threw the smoke bombs, trying to help Guts and Puck get away. Guts is unsure.
And of course, Zondark is like, kill him.
And then he ends up getting away because of them.
Yeah. Like, even showing the town.
Like,
and this is page 212. Yeah. Doesn't have numbers on it. But
212, 213.
But, like, it's just incredible.
And then look at the study, the creepy apothecary of sorts of this.
Yep. We cannot show the pages, copyright stuff. Because, we want to make sure we're doing this legit. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of creepy stuff in there. Yep.
Yeah. So he's some kind of herbalist, maybe according to Puck, but he looks more like to be someone that deals in the kind of the necro side of things.
Yep. I always wondered, would Kyoto Annie actually be really good at animating this? Because even though this is not their usual style, one, it'd be hilarious because that difference, but like maybe they could actually do just the amazing detail justice, Okay,
so this is like a leper as well. They've got some kind of a skin condition.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, someone's saying, I want you to kill him. I want you to cut him into little pieces, that demon. Whoa.
Yeah, and looks like he's already been kind of cut into pieces. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oof.
Oh my gosh. This person's been mutilated.
Yeah.
It looks like there might even be some maggots, or that's either hair or just melted away skin or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So they did this and they ate parts of him.
Kyoto Annie Berserk, that sounds hilarious. Yeah.
So he's basically showcasing him a secret door to something.
And?
Else. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He leads him to a Behelit.
Yep.
And that is
the end.
That is the end of Volume 1. Whoa.
Pretty crazy, right?
Okay. So guys, like, this is something that I've been waiting a lot for. Like, we're watching, or not watching. We're reading chapters 1 through 3 in volume 1.
Right,
I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's how it's formatted.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think they had a table of contents.
Right,
there.
basically saying that it's the
right on
Black
the one with
Swordsman,
the-
the Brand, the Guardians of Desire Chapter 1, and we finished the Guardians of Desire Chapter 1.
I love how on the one side you have the table of contents, which
Holy
has like the
crap.
list of chapters, and then on the other one you have the guts banging the person that turns out to be the demon. It's just like, let's flip back to this page. No, we need to check the table of contents. You know,
People are saying you should set up a camera so viewers can see the page. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we can look into seeing what we can do, but I don't think that's going to be.
yeah, I'm
something
pretty
that
sure
we,
that would be copyright not okay.
what we can do. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Mira studied architecture. Okay.
oh, okay. There's always some 8-foot guy around, so Guts doesn't look totally OP all the time.
I mean, reality is stranger than fiction. Like there are big people out there in the world that.
Yeah, I think the other reason why there's not going to be an anime, proper anime adaptation of Berserk is because generally you make anime for advertising the manga, and the manga is already insanely popular.
Yeah, and
so you don't need to advertise it anymore,
and in
especially if
some
it's
ways-
not consistently coming out.
Well, and in some ways, the 2016 adaptation was actually a really good advertisement for the manga because
Yeah.
it reminds people about Berserk, and then visually it's so bad
That
right?
people have
that
to go.
that people have to read the manga because they don't want to get a headache while they're
Yeah.
enjoying the story.
This art is trash compared to what's to come. Yeah, we're going to give
That's
extended
insane.
thoughts for sure.
Yes, we are fast readers.
Yes, and we can put a page number counter in the corner for sure. That should be very easy to have a command where we just press a
Yeah.
button and the counter,
Yeah.
shifts and stuff.
Kyoto Annie's The Melancholy of Guts Suzumiya.
Oh my gosh. So, Jacob, when we, read this and stuff, what were some of the things you specifically noticed? Because
Just that the art is amazing. But I mean, I noticed that the first time. But like,
yeah.
it's more of something of like remembering the effect that Puck has, the effect that Puck has on the story, because from the first episode in the anime, the 1997 version, right? It's very dismal, very dark, and
Puck
I
isn't
love,
even there.
Puck isn't even there, and I love how they handle it.
Wow.
I think that was the perfect like first episode to communicate what they want to communicate, but no more, since they're focusing on the whole arc with Griffith and everybody in the Band of the Hawk, what's known as the Golden Age arc, apparently.
Right.
Fitting name. So the fact that they took that out, I love it. The fact that Puck is there as a character, though, I think is fantastic, because the amount of just heavy, just like Guts' life sucks so much.
Yeah.
That if there wasn't someone like Puck, I could see it getting too heavy to read, just because it'd be exhausting. So having that contrast is very helpful, and it also makes the serious stuff feel more serious because there's contrast. It's not just static seriousness and darkness imprisoning me the entire time.
God, you read so fast. I thought this would last at minimum 2 hours.
We read very
Well, the other
quickly.
thing is that we technically rebooted the stream, so it might have taken a little bit longer.
That's true, yeah.
If we
and
had to
we
deal
could
with
like
that.
slow down a little bit to help you guys keep up, a bit better.
Yeah,
but-
I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to figure out a flow to how this will go.
Yeah.
And I think what we'll do is probably stick to around like a 4 or 5 page kind of thing. Stop, go back to Twitch.
Yeah.
Look at the things there. 4 or 5 pages, back and forth.
Right.
And
For the
I
first 5 volumes, I can just do that a bit more just
Yeah.
because I've seen the stuff already.
Yeah,
but
I think for the first 5 volumes, we'll use that as the kind of a way to figure out exactly what
Yeah.
we'll do. Specifically with discussing this, though, I think this is the thing where we want to go like really in depth and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that the anime made the right choice
I think so too.
to keep Puck
absolutely
out.
Yeah.
Because there's something about
Yep.
having a creature in the story that's with guts that distracts you from the human versus the supernatural element.
Yes, absolutely.
When you bring in the apostle Snecko guy, you're realizing that there is a fantasy element to the whole story.
Right.
Until that time,
You don't know.
know.
It just seems like a dismal medieval setting where it's like, okay, there's a bad king apparently.
Right.
And, stuff is bad.
stuff is bad. But once Puck comes in, you then realize that the world is a fantasy world and that it's bigger than this. And I think that that's good for a manga because you're sitting there and you're stewing in it. In an anime, you're getting, I would say, a little bit more of a simpler perspective.
Right.
So you can get away with exposition through the manga that you wouldn't be able to get away with necessarily in the anime.
Absolutely. And the fact that they use different characters to do that and not Guts, like Puck, for instance, giving exposition in ways that make sense. He's talking about him being an elf and things like that, making observations about Guts and things, and the like, or the mayor talking about like, oh yeah, this, all the stuff that was going down. It's like that's good stuff. But yeah, in the anime, it doesn't really work. And since they specifically want you to not know exactly how it goes and like do the whole less is more approach,
seriously,
what they did just worked so well. Like you know something bad happens. You know it doesn't end with a happy ending and rainbows and stuff, but you don't know how exactly. It's just
Yeah. Okay, so it has been almost 2 hours. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. What time is it right now?
Yeah.
Gotcha. 4:45.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and it probably won't take that long, like in general, just because we won't, we'll have the whole streaming things smoothed out.
I know you are fast readers, but don't forget to enjoy the art. That's something that's going to be new for me. I have never read manga intentionally before. So this is something that's going to be just really fun to go and sit through and kind of enjoy just what I'm experiencing in the visual side of it. Because with anime, this is something that I think we considered at some point a long time ago was, should we have basically little pauses in our reaction where we actually pause the show and like look at this and be like, wow, look at this image right here.
Yeah. Then we'd never get anything done.
Then we'd never get anything done with how much we would talk.
For manga, and especially for something like Berserk, I could totally see that. And I've already seen this, so I've already like taken the time to appreciate it. So yeah, that's a good point. Like,
Pafu asks, "Are we done?" No, we're not done. We're going to be talking here for probably
we got to discuss this.
Probably a good 15 to 30 minutes. Here.
We got that little bit of discussion of like as we were going through it, but yeah. And I've read
how much has Jacob read?
5 volumes.
First 5 volumes.
So this plus 4 more.
Right. The things that I kind of expect to see moving forward is basically a better integration of Guts's story in the future, bridging into the past. And then once we get into the past, more characterization for Guts.
Right.
Because I feel like the anime focused on making sure we understood the core 3 characters enough that we could move the plot along at a clip pace.
Yeah, because I feel like it did move pretty quick.
I feel like Berserk as the anime in the 1997 anime did a very good job of keeping the pacing well structured, despite having surprisingly actually a lot of characters. Now, I mentioned actually in the anime that I was sad that characters like Pippin had no characterization,
or they had like that bit of characterization,
or like next to none as far as
and just not much beyond that. We didn't get much time with them, which makes it worse. That spoilers if you for some reason haven't seen the Berserk anime and you're here, but. Yeah, when it's like they all die and it's like, okay, that's just...
Okay, the Berserk Golden Age movies are actually really good movies to summarize the Golden Age arc. I very much recommend you guys watch them on your own time.
Okay, cool.
We'll see,
awesome.
If I ever win the lottery, I will put all of my money into a proper Berserk adaptation. Foxboy 1000, you're the real MVP.
Yeah.
I mean... You're probably not going to win the lotto, but
but hey, that would be a good use of the lottery.
I encourage you to do that.
The last 50 pages took 10 minutes. Yeah, we can read quick, but we'll make sure to appreciate.
We can slow down at least a little bit there. There was a lot of combat, I would say, in the last 50 pages.
Yes,
there was a lot less dialogue going in there because Puck stopped expositing basically towards the end there.
Darkness-induced audience apathy is what you guys are talking about, I think. Yeah, basically just having everything be so heavy that... Because just like the people would, if they were in that situation, you shut down, right? Because you have to adapt to what's happening. You have to normalize it. So if everything is all on the same level of intense crazy, that just becomes the normal, and then it's like nothing's happening at all. Right. So by having there be those variances, it makes it so that you can't set a stage of what is normal. You know that it gets up to those crazy moments, but you don't like get into a monotonous rhythm kind of a thing.
Right. And I would say specifically with this volume here, you can tell that they basically said, we're going to introduce the element of mystery very well. Now, this is something that I think the Berserk anime also did very well, but the manga actually does better. Now, the reason why I loved Berserk's anime's first episode so much is because it got me to ask questions, but it also played with the idea of fate and how this whole thing was predestined as a future. So I knew going forward that everything had to lead to this moment in the beginning.
Right.
In the manga, you don't know that necessarily because there's no intro, for one, but there's also nothing explaining why all these elements are there, and they just go through them. They just, it's just, that's what's happening.
There's a lot of showing in this.
There's a lot of showing.
Like,
So-
it's really good.
What are the apostles? Who knows? What are the God Hand? Who knows? What's a Behelit? Who knows?
Elves exist?
What
Cool.
is the brand? Who knows?
Yeah.
Why is this image in the beginning even there?
Yeah.
Why is he...
Why are demons able to? Why do these demons exist? They can shapeshift. Okay, all that stuff, and elves
my
exist,
gosh.
and all this crap, and cannibalistic
Right, and we
monsters
still don't know actually what or who it is that Guts is actually wanting to to kill. We know it has something to do with the God Hand, but
maybe they,
I don't know if actually
did they
Griffith's
actually ever say
name
Griffith?
was mentioned.
They might not have. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think it's not really brought up.
Maybe they bring it up in like one of the later volumes or something, because that would be a very big shift to be going into the Golden Age arc and not know that things end up going badly between Guts and Griffith.
I think that was probably a decision that could have angered a lot of the manga people. Is in the anime they make it very clear that Griffith is the antagonist.
Well, or at least that there's some bad blood between them.
blood.
Yeah, Puck is a bit jarring if you're coming right off the anime. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think
I
it's...
was very like, I'm not sure about this, but I loved Puck once I got used to it.
I think it makes sense also because of the medium this is in. You have to showcase thoughts and text bubbles for the purpose of fixing the fact that you don't get to see body language as easily.
Right.
Absolutely. So one of the things that a visual medium like an anime can do is there's going to be those little adjustments of the face that take an entire quarter of a panel just to showcase that change in body language.
Right.
But instead of doing that, you can just have a quick little blurb of someone just thinking something or saying something.
Compared to the anime, you control the flow. There were a lot of interesting tidbits you skimmed over. In my opinion, you should take it slower for that reason. Good point.
That's a very good point.
One of the things about, I'm not as sure about this one, but I definitely noticed it when I read A Silent Voice, is that they would use just the number of times they would show the same thing in panels and whatnot, and all of that stuff to basically draw your focus and attention to basically linger on something, since it's not an actual an anime episode where you have a certain amount of time that you can spend on it, but by having more real estate dedicated to it, you cause the attention to be drawn to it more.
What I would pay to get this, but this big. Can I?
It probably exists.
Seriously.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because the thing about this is that there's so many details in here, and just looking at parts like the brand.
Oh yeah,
where they focus in on
all
it.
the bits of the skin that's broken up near it, and the white
scar tissue
marks,
and
scar
stuff.
tissue and everything.
It's swelling and raised up towards the cut where the brand is.
Yeah,
those kinds of little things are ones that I would notice. Also, another thing I would just give me a little bit of a breather here is that I don't know yet exactly how to read manga properly. So one of the things that I'm used to is blocks of text
and then just
regular
speed
books,
reading through it. Yeah,
and just speed reading through it. So reading a specific panel, a specific part there, and then going to the next one without kind of jumping ahead subconsciously is really hard for me. So I'm going to try and figure out a way to do that. And what I'm going to do in probably the week before this, I'm just going to reread this 5 times because this was actually really engrossing.
Oh, yeah.
And guys, I'm not trying to brag here or anything. I could read all this in 10 minutes. Like,
well, yeah,
like,
if you were just going for the reading, but just enjoying the art and everything.
But like, if I wanted to just sit there and enjoy the art and stuff, like, I could probably be here for 3 hours.
Oh yeah, because there's some shots, like, all of it's amazing, but then it's like when they do like the double pagers, and it's just like, stop showing off. Like,
but that's a good point,
you're
Jacob,
amazing.
is that if I'm wanting to like really take a look at the art, what we might want to do is basically like keep it passing back and forth. Because I'll be like looking really close here and being like, "Whoa! Like, look at the details on her eyes as she's so scared. Like, it's a lie. I'm not a heretic. I have nothing against, you guys or anything like that." And like, even from those like close-ups there, I can't even tell that this is a woman. I just know this is a person just really terrified and scared. Right. And the those little bits with wow.
Yeah.
There's also this aspect, I think, with like this image of where in page 170, where the people on the background, they look like this guy.
Oh yeah,
and they
all sort
look
of like
basically depressed and like they're beaten already, or they're already slaves
of
in
their
servitude to the the God Hand, essentially.
That image though, where it shows Guts holding the head there, like,
and he's in shadow.
Yeah, he's in shadow and everything, and even like the light is like casting shadow so that the white background goes to gray. With like his sword in his head and everything, and like, oh my gosh, like.
Pretty happy you guys decided to read the manga. Yeah. This is my first manga. Yep. Berserk is a hell of a manga to start off with.
Yeah.
Never intentionally. Caleb, how do you accidentally read a manga? Well, so what it was when I started Bleach.
Oh yeah.
For the first time, I was very, very into it because this was back in 2009, so I was like 18 or something.
Yep.
And I really, really liked some of the manga panels. So I accidentally basically stumbled online and would read like specific parts that I really liked from the anime, and I just wanted to see how, the Bankai release, against Kuchiki Rukia.
One does not simply
Byakuya.
Yeah. One does not simply fall into the weeb hole. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
this
man.
I almost am worried because
yes,
the fact that
the
we're
streams are getting archived. Yes.
Yeah, they're getting archived. They'll go up on YouTube a bit later. Once we can get them all rendered and stuff.
Yeah, no worry about that.
But I'm almost worried going through Berserk as our first manga doing it on.
We might not be able to fully appreciate it.
Jacob,
we
art
own it, guys. Don't. I would not worry about that. We're gonna reread this stuff to death.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about whether we'll be able to appreciate as much stuff that comes after it, because it'll be following in the footsteps of something like this, where every panel is just
delayed gratification might have been a better
orgasms
choice
for the eyes. And apparently this isn't the good stuff.
Like, this is the basic stuff.
Yeah, this is Miura still like finding out his rhythm and his style.
I can't even believe that. Wait, Ransen asks, "Are you surprised with how much content you saw here outside of the anime?" Yeah, quite a bit.
It's pretty crazy. Like,
I love the idea. Now, this is a world building thing of them having a Behelit here.
Yeah.
So this is something that the Behelits are, basically the things that turned people, right? That like they used them as like individual things. All the people that showed up at the eclipse were all wielders of Behelits.
Right. That's actually one of the things that I'm really glad that we rewatched the anime for, because it was my second time seeing it. I had forgotten that was like a plot point, because after that it was over, right? I had nothing to do with that information, so it sort of just left my head.
Right.
But when we rewatched it, I was like, oh crap, that's right. But yeah.
One of the most rewarding parts of reading manga is seeing the artist's style change and improve, and it's very, very clear to see that with Miura's art.
And I hope you guys enjoy that.
I hope you guys enjoy that. Oh,
yeah,
I'm excited.
I hope Miura's reasons for hiatus, like, okay, I can imagine the story gets pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
And that it's just a weighty thing to work with, and there's probably some just general story creative exhaustion and stuff going on. But I hope it's not because he's like, oh, I need to keep making everything look just better and better and better.
Right.
And that is like what's causing the whole hiatus issues and stuff.
Oh, just
him
killing the apostle.
Yeah, like,
just slicing
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's the individual scales on the creature. Then there's shading on each individual scale. Who does that? Like, this is how you know that this is a passion project. This isn't just something that someone does because they can and because they can earn money on it.
Right.
This is... Yeah.
He went a bit berserk in the art as well.
He's just like,
enjoying it so much.
Watch as I just flex on literally everyone else that has made manga.
And I know it's a small thing, but I actually kind of like that Puck is a guy. That's a very weird thing to say. But it's a funny thing that this little naked guy is just flying around. Yeah, because following him
like they could totally have made it the stereotype of the naked, little elf girl, right, and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
And who knows? This might be a thing that elves are non-gender, specific, so it doesn't really matter what the gender is. But I find it funny because. Most stories like this try to have a female character off to the side being like, oh, please,
Right, yeah, but in this case, it is at least not clearly female,
Right. And there's no attraction here or anything like that.
Yeah, and the fact that, like, while Puck does look like a very cute little fairy, it's not something that is done as a fan service aspect, which is...
there's nothing sexual about it. It's just basically like, this is a creature.
Right, and it's kind of refreshing because I feel like because Berserk is the kind of manga that it is, and they can start the first page with a sex scene, right?
Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry about fan service, because if they want there to be like sexualized content in there, they'll just put actual sex in there, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not dealing with that, you don't have to worry about fan service.
Right. And I mean, if anything, the fan service of Berserk is the violence. Like,
it's the violence, it's the detail on the armor,
it's the detail in the skeletons being exploded by this ridiculous sword. Just shattering them into pieces.
Yep.
There was actually a couple little choreography things in the fight with the skeletons that I didn't notice before.
Oh, yeah?
Basically, him losing strength here and there, and then utilizing not only his sword, but his arms in specific ways in order to deflect.
Well, and just all the times that it shows him, like, breathing heavily and then getting back up and...
getting stabbed and having to
all that.
cough up blood and then keep basically fighting on and on and on.
And then dawn eventually comes. And
there were a couple moments, actually. This is something that Guts didn't really do in the anime. He didn't laugh.
No, that's a good point.
In the manga, there's parts where you showcase him breaking, showcasing him... like snapping, and he just and then he just reverts back into it.
Right.
When you see someone that's gone through trauma and stuff, one of the ways that they can cope with it is laughter. And this is something that generally is done in like hey, I'll make other people laugh. But with Guts, it's so traumatic and visceral that he laughs at times that aren't generally appropriate. Like, so it showcases to Puck and the audience that oh man, he's broken.
Something off with this
something's
guy.
really
and the whole
really
fact of
bad
having
here.
the first page be a sex scene, it's like it's basically a way, because one of the things that you don't want to do is you don't want to get your readers hooked on a story and then have there be content that they're like not up for handling, right? So the fact that they have it right there at the beginning, it's like, if this is not for you, then it's made very clear right away, right? And then you can stop reading. And then if you're okay with that, then you can keep reading and enjoy the awesome story that is there. Yeah.
Yeah, good grief.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh my gosh. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Oh.
Wait, what? Didn't they just announce they were doing new, like, hardcover mangas?
For Berserk?
Oh. And if it's hardcover, it's got to be a little bit bigger at least.
Yeah. And usually for that, it seems like at least for Spice and Wolf.
Yeah. Lunar's saying it is actually happening soon. The big volume thing you're talking about.
Ooh.
It'll be released in February 2019, called Berserk Volume 1 Deluxe Edition.
Deluxe Edition. Why don't they just call it like Berserk Edition, or like
the Berserk Edition,
or the Guts Sword Edition? Like.
Oh man, they're releasing compendiums very soon, which are bigger in size. Dark Horse recently announced it. Are you going to put the VOD in Twitch? The VODs are in like auto put into Twitch in the background.
I think that's how it works.
That's basically how it works.
But they'll also be on YouTube later since they don't last on Twitch forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. The stream froze?
We haven't had any drop frames. It's probably just their internet and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Why don't you guys read it on a PC? Well, because we own it.
Yeah, some people were awesome and sent us...
So we have some fantastic... I get that it might be simpler because we could put it up on a larger screen and stuff.
But it's also just like, okay...
But it's also the physical copy.
It's the physical copy. I get the feeling like also the art would not look as good on a screen. Like
it might be stretched and skewed.
Yeah, and just like that tactile sense of knowing that this is a physical thing with this color on it, it just does a lot. Pay attention to the flow of the images, not just the text. Yes. And this is something, again, I know that you're supposed to read from right to left, but because you read right to left, it's like it's right to left, then top down. Yeah, right to left, then top down.
Then you go down one row, basically. Then you go right to left.
Yeah, it's just like you would read in
a comic.
English. Yeah, comic left to right and going down as you go.
But let me give you guys my comic background. Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
That's it.
I read some Far Side along with Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, wait, Far Side, yes.
Far Side. But those are like 4 panel things or whatever. They're usually just one joke in like the panel and that's it.
Yeah, so I've never read a comic.
Yeah, really. we were never really comic people.
No.
Yeah.
No. One of the things that I think discussion-wise with regards
someone sent us all the physical volumes.
Freaking awesome people on Patreon. Thank you.
They even put
Ryan,
post-it
Lunar.
notes. Yeah, just everybody that sent them in. It was amazing. But they even put sticky notes on the covers of each volume,
so that we wouldn't get spoiled by the front image.
By the front image.
It's just people are awesome like that. That's just so cool. One of the things I noticed in the first bit here is that there's a part when he's hallucinating and he's having a freak out moment.
Yeah, the whole dream sequence and all that.
And there's some imagery.
This is on like page 1 in the teens.
117, yeah.
Yeah.
He falls into a dream. There's blood that falls from basically the cabin, the
or
the
that
wagon,
could be rain
or something.
Yeah, but
it drops in and basically shift to an eyeball that's
looking down with
down
like
at
the
him.
and
he's in this canyon of like
manufactured brick walls, narrow. You know,
he's naked. At the bottom. He's missing his arm. He's an adult. Remember when he was a kid in those things in the anime?
Oh yeah,
this is something like that.
Oh yeah, and they even used the same like drop.
Yep. So it's just something to connect with there. Also, he's always naked in his basically flashback kind of internal world and stuff. And this is something I remember lightly bringing up, and I think people were talking about it being this way in the manga, that there's Guts has had a rough life.
Yes.
But this is also, he's had a rough life before the eclipse and stuff. And this is, with the thing of him being like, don't touch me and stuff. There's a very, very real possibility that in the manga, we're going to potentially find out, I think, that he was sexually abused, because we have the whole thing with the father figure, potentially.
What was his name again? Gambino.
Yeah, Gambino.
Yeah.
That was also kind of a thing of just, maybe. Because his wife died after that, so maybe.
Right, or at least, the girl he was with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I was waiting for this reaction like a kid waiting for Easter chocolate. Thank you guys, Gabrielle Braga. Thank you so much.
That's
the
sweet.
Thing ever.
You're so nice. Are you guys just going to read Berserk nonstop until caught up, and then One Piece, or alternate occasionally? Sorry for off-topic question, just curious. We're finding our rhythm right now.
Yeah.
For now, we're going to do Berserk all the way,
and then One
Piece,
because we want to make sure that we're not like pushing ourselves too thin or whatever, and all that stuff.
Right. The question is that if we find a good rhythm with how to do this, will we then have one day where we're doing Berserk and another day of the week where we'll be doing One Piece? We haven't decided on that yet. So
this is new stuff. We're still figuring this out.
Yeah. So expect right now for us to just do Berserk.
Idolmaster is the only reason for hiatus.
Is that a game or something?
Yeah, it's one of those like idol games. I guess.
Idolmaster versus Dragon Quest. Who would win?
Mira goes on hiatus to play video games.
It's mostly because he works alone and the art is crazy later on.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Okay, so
Yeah.
so does Mira not have like
Assistants?
assistants? Because I mean, I would expect him to have at least one assistant, if not like 2 or 3. Because the amount of detail that goes into this is insane. Like just the
Well,
time.
there's also some basic things that they could do to cover for his work and stuff. They don't have to do.
Right, not like doing like the main art, but like doing like little background things or like the some of the shading effects or things like that. Yeah. There are literally dozens of Idol fans, dozens of us.
Wow. The part where Guts is freaking out because all the things are, watching him and stuff, and he actually fires his cannon
Just
up
into
into
the
the sky,
Yep.
just in panic
Yeah.
and stuff. And it's almost insinuated that, Puck was aware that these things were talking and stuff, but that they might not even be corporeally there, like they're not even physically potentially there. This is
Miro
rough.
said he takes his hiatuses because he doesn't want to compromise his health. Totally makes sense. The amount of elbow grease that must go into making these, just
Seriously.
every single chapter is insane.
Yeah, it's
like,
ridiculous.
Like, because it's not just the fact that he is able to draw this well, right? But the amount of practice that he probably has had to do and continue to do, right, is ridiculous. Like, it must have just been something crazy because the fact that he like published his first manga at 10, yeah, absolutely talented, but there was probably a lot of work that went behind that we just don't see. And for things like Berserk, it's probably nothing really different. So,
About the sword, you guys seem to have glossed over the best quote ever. It was too big to be called a sword. Massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. Indeed, it was a heap of raw iron. Oh, we didn't skip over
We didn't
it.
skip over that. We didn't read it all out loud. We read like the massive, thick.
Yeah.
We got that. But yeah, that
It's a good quote, and it's said multiple times in this
that's
actual
true. Yeah.
volume, I think, to draw kind of attention to the fact that it is ridiculous.
Guts has a very big case of gallows humor.
Yeah. I think he was actually puking after he killed the girl. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, really?
Dang. Let's go back to that.
So that'd be
Right about here.
wait. I don't know. I think you passed it.
No, see right here. He kills the girl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, meaning Puck was maybe puking when he killed the girl?
No. I think they were saying that Guts was puking, but
All right. Oh, there it is. But that is oh, maybe
oh yeah, right there. Yeah. Yep. And then he starts puking. Yeah.
it's delayed
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. So he was just acting on
wow.
instinct, and he's like, I have to kill her, and then
And then he just realized that he had done it.
He's like, I actually had to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Pots and Pangs Clanging Noises edition.
It was too big to be called a book. Massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. Indeed, it was a heap of raw paper.
Wait, challenge. Try to find the most pleasing, peaceful, pleasant-looking panel in the whole series once you're done.
Oh, that's rough.
We'll see. We
It'll
can
probably
save
be
a couple.
during the Golden Age arc. I get the feeling.
Yeah, people are real excited about Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes is legit. Like,
Oh yeah, Calvin and Hobbes is amazing.
love that stuff.
There was this amazing little comic thing. I saw a little web comic. It was like a 4-panel thing or whatever. I think it was called like Pearls Before Swine. But it basically shows this dude that is a like he's going to like a singles bar or something, and he's a cartoonist.
Right.
But he's like, I can't just be myself. So he goes up to this girl and he's like, hey, hi, I'm so and so.
right.
They're like, oh hi, blah blah blah. What do you do? Oh, I'm
Bill Watterson.
I make comics. Oh, well, what have you made? Oh, have you ever heard of Calvin and Hobbes? And then last panel, it shows just them lying in bed together. She's asleep, and he's just staring deadpan at the audience, and he's like, "That was wrong."
It's brilliant.
So good. And apparently that actually got Bill Watterson's attention, and it like brought him out of like his own like hermitness, and they did a collab and stuff, and it's just
Yeah, I was interpreting
hilarious.
Guts being naked in his dreams as a sign of his vulnerability physically and emotionally.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense as well.
Well, but then of course there's the question of the fact that his nakedness is what his subconscious goes to for vulnerability, you know, and all that stuff, and like, you know, fear and stuff, and it's like, you know, it's
Loving it so far, guys. No problem if you decide to wait till you're finished for One Piece. One Piece is great after Berserk to lighten up after some dark stuff. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I think the idea is that once we figure out a way to keep the Twitch and YouTube schedules from crossing over into each other and hurting things at all, we could fit in more slots for things, just like we did with YouTube. So for those of you that don't remember, when we started YouTube and stuff, we only did 1 reaction a week, or maybe 2.
Yeah, and I think we went up to like 4 or something once
we had our schedule thing worked out, and we got some like software. And stuff.
But even then, like that wasn't very much because we were new to it. So
we were so new to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it took us a lot longer to, you know, produce just 1 episode reaction. But yeah.
Yeah, totally. Are there any questions? Are there any questions specifically around the first volume of the manga that you would really like to ask us?
And this is just cool. Miura does have a team of assistants. I don't know how long they've been working with him. This is Roxaline 13. But they call themselves Studio Gaga, and he drew a cute little picture of him and his assistants in one of the later volumes.
That's cute.
That's awesome.
So yeah, let's see if there's any questions and stuff.
How do we miss the puking? Well, there's just too much awesome stuff happening.
Well, I think actually I didn't interpret why the puking was there. I thought it could have been blood.
Yeah, that's one of the other things that I've had happen.
There's a lot of moments where he's basically like coughing up stuff from his mouth, and it's usually blood. But I didn't see the part here where he goes, and then he, you know, does the puking and stuff. But like other points here, he's
oh yeah, he was puking for a while actually.
Oh no, it's all puke. Oh
yeah,
jeez.
Oh man.
Wow.
Guts needs a
right,
hug.
We'll slow
he
down
needs
next
a vacation.
time,
Yeah,
sure.
we'll slow down though. Yeah, that's.
I think one of the things that we'll do a little bit more in the next one, Jacob, is that we'll focus more on getting, I would say, all that we can out of the pages of the manga that we read, and then we'll go to
the
Twitch.
Experience and all that stuff.
Yeah, I saw that comment. Yeah, maybe killing the little girl reminded him of killing the son of the guy later on in the anime.
Yeah. Oh man.
Very possible.
Why does Jacob sound more British? Thank you. It might be the mic. We're using a new and awesome
Possibly.
mic. Yeah, maybe.
Hello there.
Yeah, it's the same one that I ended up doing the Battle Lines prologue read on.
Yeah.
We haven't been using it for reactions because we tend to scream and do all kinds of crazy things in reactions.
And we don't want to hurt the mic.
Yeah, because it's a nice mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's scroll down and see if we can get any of those questions and stuff. Griffith or Dio, who do you hate more?
Griffith, hands down.
We'll see.
Did Caleb know about Puck before he started reading?
No.
If you guys can figure out a schedule, 2 Berserk slots a week would be dope. That is a common question we get for all kinds of shows.
Do you plan on reading the Hunter x Hunter manga? Currently, not at this time. We'll see. We'll see about later.
The puking scene is done so much better than the 2016 anime. Good to know. Okay. Huh.
All right. Well, yeah, using a British mic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
General Kenobi.
Anime counseling featuring Kamina and Bro Skandar. That would help Guts a lot.
That's how you get a life coach. You basically
yeah.
just have them.
Let's throw Iroh and
there
Reagan
and
in there too, because he needs like he needs to drink some tea with Iroh and just take a few breaths and just catch his breath really. Like
they're saying it was a joke, that the 2016 thing. It's not in there.
I wouldn't have been too surprised. I mean, yeah, the 3D was probably, big, gross.
Ryuzak. Sup, Semblance Bros. So nice to see you guys here on Twitch. This might sound off topic, but just wanted to say that you guys are so amazing and inspiring. Love your reactions and discussions. Keep it up, guys, and good luck with the streams.
Thank you so much,
Ryuzak. Thank you so much. We're getting a lot of positive feedback and encouragement from these streams and stuff, so looking forward to doing more.
Yeah. Did they get that 2016 comment was a joke? Yes.
Yeah.
I like to believe that there could be some good things about the 2016.
Yeah. I really want to go and I would say get some of the dialogue parts of this analyzed a little bit more. One of the things I'm thinking of doing just format-wise, something that I think we as a group could really benefit from, is I'm going to take notes in between the weeks and bring them back to you guys on things that I missed. And then before the stream of the next volume, we can discuss them and kind of bring them up with you guys there. It's kind of a pre-show thing.
Okay, good to know.
I understood that reference.
Yeah. That could work really well. Okay. So One Sec Beast has been asking this question a couple of times, and it's just gotten lost in the chat. How long have you been streaming? And do tell me how the experience is so far. Like streaming today, we started at like 3, but there were a lot of technical difficulties and stuff because we're using a new program that's supposed to be better for this stuff. But,
we're using Streamlabs OBS instead of regular OBS, and there were some issues porting over the output settings from the previous stuff on OBS.
Somehow it mucked up with the audio.
It mucked up with the audio in some way.
Yeah.
But thanks for the question. But we started our first. We did our very first Twitch stream ever yesterday, and that was the podcast. And stuff.
Them reading Berserk is literally like the Band of the Hawk faction leveling up and unlocking new memes.
So for those of you that don't know, on our Discord, there are going to be Discord events.
Right.
And one of the faction groups that's basically a mini sub-community of the Discord is called Band of the Hawk.
Yeah.
And they've been waiting to basically showcase more memes
from the manga.
So, but we need to read more volumes of Berserk before we can get to that.
Is just them just unlocking new goodness.
Yes, exactly. We're going to wrap things up probably in a good 5 to 10 minutes here.
Let's just check.
But let us know if you have any questions. Feel free to tag us so that we can see it a little bit easier and stuff. Do you notice Guts fought those skeletons the whole night, hence the sun coming up the color page? Yep. I connected that with the 100 men conflict, basically.
So apparently, as long as Foxboy 1000 squinted, the 2016 adaptation wasn't that bad.
Hey, it looks fine, you know?
What do you guys have in mind for Twitch emotes? Same as Discord, or will perhaps be created as this channel continues and develops so that it has its own unique emotes?
Probably both, but I would say it's probably going to have its own unique emotes. I don't... I assume I know nothing about Twitch. So
we're going to be kind of taking things as we go and seeing what organically happens.
Right. Our goal is basically to go and do Twitch and not stop doing Twitch.
Right.
So as things come up that become relevant, it gets incorporated. We're basically like Karasuno. As we find more techniques and stuff along the way, we just incorporate them into our team dynamic, and then just things up getting a little bit better.
Berserk was my first manga, and I read it at 13. It's amazing to re-experience my favorite story with you guys. That is awesome and also terrifying. It must have traumatized you so much. Or
he aged 10 years in 6 months or something.
Yeah. Pre-show note sounds good. Awesome.
In order to appreciate the art, I would seriously recommend
imagine the manga actually drawing the page lines and all. It makes you It's insanity. The amount of detail that goes into it. It's just how.
Yes, these will be every Tuesday.
Yep. Every Tuesday, time. 3 p.m. PST. Yeah.
Do you guys have a list of mangas you plan to read? Just this and One Piece currently.
Yeah.
Because we will never do the anime of One Piece in terms of a reaction series. It will take too long.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to experience stories like that with the end in sight and not being just I will die before it ends, Or my kids will have kids before, that happens.
Any predictions for the next volume?
Well, it's kind of weird doing predictions because you're here and you've read the next 4 volumes and stuff. So I think the next thing that they need to do is bridge the gap with something related to the apostles and the Behelit that they just discovered here. And then probably the next volume will delve a little bit into the beginning of the Golden Age arc.
Cool.
But other than that, Guts' perseverance throughout the manga is really inspiring when looking back and digesting it. Well, the whole picture of Guts is one of struggle.
Oh, absolutely.
Specifically as it comes to humanity. He is basically the the version of humanity that has just enough strength to struggle, but will never stop struggling. There's never going to be a break from the struggle. Right. And that's basically just life.
Okay,
so it's a good picture of that.
A couple of people have said, different people have said now that the OST for the 2016-2017 adaptation is actually quite good.
Does it have any forces?
Yeah, hopefully. And I mean, hey, 3D, you can't have 3D music, so that should it should be safe on that front.
Guys, you can't have 3D music in your 3D anime.
So hopefully they're being serious there. Maybe I'll have to check out the soundtrack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is this? Someone saying we should link PayPal. Scroll up a bit. You should link a PayPal in your info. We shall see how that all thing works. We are not in any rush to receive little bits of money and stuff. What we appreciate any kind of support. If you guys have interest in supporting us, go check out our Patreon.
Yes.
Patreon.com/Semblance of Sanity.
And hopefully we should be able to get affiliate just fine with Twitch. Partner is a different thing, but affiliate we should be able to get just fine after the first month.
And then y'all can give us all of your Amazon Prime
exactly.
Twitch subs and stuff, and then it'll be awesome.
Watch your Hunter x Hunter episode 21 reaction. Jacob was on fire. Thank you. Thank you. I loved that episode. It was so good.
Yeah, was that the one where I wasn't able to discuss things at all I was just traumatized by how good it was. UP related stuff was? Yeah.
Would you consider giving Discord access to Twitch paid subscribers in the future?
Yes.
That seems like it definitely would make sense.
You'd get a different role than a Patreon person, but most likely.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, we might actually find a way to link the Patreon with a Twitch tier, where it would be the equivalent of like a $2 tier or $1 tier, or basically becoming a Twitch sub puts you into this spot where you automatically get the...
Yeah, I think Twitch subs are all just one...
No, I know, but you can link Patreon and Twitch, I believe, together in some creative ways.
That would be pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yes, that 1997 soundtrack. Yes,
so good.
Yes,
so
my
good.
gosh.
Yeah.
The absolute best way to experience One Piece is by reading the manga, just like with Berserk.
Okay,
excellent,
cool,
excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with filler. I'm sure there's not really much filler when it comes to One Piece, other than there's filler arcs.
I mean, there's 900 episodes. There's probably,
but I think that's actually more so a pacing thing, where they stretch out the chapters to be more stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap things up in a couple minutes here. ASMR, no. From a scale of 1 to 10, your opinion, how good is Berserk? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. In terms of the anime, the 1997 anime, it is a top tier fantasy.
Yeah, it's at the very least an 8 in my books.
Yeah,
probably a 9.
Yeah, I would say that the Berserk anime can't, it doesn't ever get below a 7.
Yeah.
It just can't.
Yeah.
Wait, we're getting hosted by Viz IXR. Thank you so much for the host. Yeah.
We are almost done, but thank you.
Yeah. We're gonna be ending this right about here. Are you gonna make an updated favorite show list? Oh, well, the thing is that might be something really good to do, given that we're about to finish the current anime stuff that's been released for some really big shows recently. I would say Hunter x Hunter is a good one. Haikyuu.
Yep. Your Lion
April.
Yeah.
What else? Violet Evergarden probably isn't going to go into my top 10.
Yeah, okay. One of the other things, if we ever say that something isn't in our top 10, that is not at all a detriment to the show, because we've seen a lot of anime by now, because there was all the anime we saw before we started the channel, and then there's all the anime we've seen since we started the channel, and we've loved all the stuff that we've seen on the channel. Yeah. Right? That we've made sure to be selective with that, to see the stuff that looks like we would like.
The good stuff. Yeah.
And so top 10, it's how could we even decide what would be in the top 10? It's kind of ridiculous.
VIP stream chat. I don't know about that. We'll see. When you catch up with JoJo, would you think about reading the manga, or is it a series that you would enjoy more as an anime?
I think I would. I mean, Araki, I've seen some of the art stuff that he does, and it's awesome, but
I don't know.
Part 5 is already announced, so by the time, like, who knows, maybe we could even be getting part 6 by the time we're done with part 5.
Yeah, we'll see. That'd be pretty crazy. When I read the manga of a series, I sometimes have the OST on in the background. It really has a great timing at moments in the book that I'm reading, and just skip to the next song if it doesn't fit at all. Don't know if it's a good idea for you guys, especially when incorporating a live broadcast of reading, but will probably be enjoyable for when you reread the volumes afterwards.
Yes,
good
I
good
love
point,
doing that.
Marcadius. That's a very good idea.
One of the things that I've done, which is very fun, is when I would read some of the Spice and Wolf light novels, I would take like the openings, or the other songs from the soundtracks for Spice and Wolf, because soundtracks are also amazing, and just listen to that on repeat while I read. It was great.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for joining.
This was great.
Yeah, if we didn't get to your questions and stuff,
there's a lot of stuff in here.
There's a lot of stuff, but
we're doing our best.
We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support.
Yes.
We're still figuring out the Twitch thing, so we also appreciate your
Might
patience
be a bit bumpy.
and stuff.
Yeah.
If you end up jumping into the Discord from the Twitch here, we're excited to have you. Please give us any and all tips with regards to how you think we could better improve the Twitch channel and stuff like that. Let us know. We're open to learning things.
Oh yeah,
and we really appreciate all of you guys sticking around and having fun with us.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll figure out a format that can get things like very smooth, but also methodical, so that we're not missing things.
Because we do like to be consistent.
We do like to be consistent, but we also like to be a little bit detailed, focused, and getting all into the nitty gritty of the story, and then discussing that stuff afterwards, which is good stuff.
Yeah.
Little Duck asks the best questions on the podcast, or some of the best questions. Says you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Viva SOS. But
you guys are incredible.
Yeah, smell you later, alligator.
Yep. And remember, we are doing these every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
So next week, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yep. We have the podcast on Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Monday. We have Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for
Get
Berserk.
That next volume.
And in the next couple of days, I'll let you guys know when we do this, but I'll try and do a little stream to do maybe some Let's Play of something. Maybe pretty casual, like short stream, but also to test the Twitch mechanics and stuff and figure out a good way to do that and stuff. It won't be as much Q&A. And it might not go up on YouTube, depending on, what the quality is and all of that. But yeah, love you guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. And we'll see you all next time.